What's up, internet world, and welcome to Shootin' the Shit. I'm Dennis Abell.
I'm Freddie Minville, Micmac Minville.
And we're joined with Brian McNeil and Eric Martin Bureau.
Ben oui.
Brian plays in the Moose Mountain Boys and Ramshackle Fancy, and Eric Martin Bureau plays with Midlife Crisis and Great Northern Treadkill. That's coming up.
Yeah, that's right. That's coming up, yeah.
That's a Pantera tribute band?
That's right. That's a Pantera tribute
Ooh,
band.
Pantera. I like it.
Pantera. It's a focus of the new music world right now. Eh? They're having a reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are upset. People are excited.
Oh, yes. It's very
So what's your
mixed emotions, big
what's
time.
your emotion on this?
Well, I love the idea of having Pantera back out there and all that kind of stuff like that. But we all know that's not Pantera.
No, it's not Pantera at all.
Am I going to go see it? Most likely, yes. 100%.
Yeah.
What's
Right?
the difference here? Let's just do this real quick.
Check. Point it a little more like that. You good? Okay. Sweet.
Get that
Yeah,
beautiful
no.
voice.
Rolling with the punches
I'm
here.
excited with it for it. You know, of course, I've never seen Zach Wild live, so I'll definitely be looking into it. That's for sure.
What about you, Brian? You like Pantera at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. I grew up listening to a lot of Pantera.
Favorite record?
Either Far Beyond Driven or Vulgar Display. Yeah,
I don't know. Vulgar is mine.
I think I might. I think
5 minutes
might be
alone.
mine.
So yeah, they're all good in their own right?
All those the first three albums are just so awesome.
Even the Southern Treadkill.
I like Southern Treadkill. a lot,
and
yeah.
then in Reinventing the Steel.
That's where it kind of
Right?
lost me. Yeah.
I need to re-listen to that. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I'd like to reevaluate it and see how I'd feel about it now. That's been like 25
I
years
loved
probably
it all.
since that
There
came
wasn't
out.
a riff I didn't love or drums or any of it. You know, as dirty as they got or as.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the home videos? Were you watching
That's why I love
Pantera 3?
Oh, yeah. With the naked girls in the shower.
I used to have a buddy back home, and he had that, and we just watched that religiously.
Yeah.
The
Man.
busking on the street
Oh,
with
yeah.
the little pig nose.
Light them up with the fucking tissue paper. That was great.
Oh my god, pyromaniac, eh?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the only bands where like their fans knew the roadies and like,
exactly.
the soundboard guys' names as well as they did the guys in the band.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Big Val. I wonder what
Big Val.
I think that guy
What's
was
he up
still
to?
working. I think he was working with other bands.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
We got to get Big Val.
Yeah, get him on the phone.
Wow, wherever you are.
I'll watch him eat a cake.
So, guys, what's the sponsor today?
Yeah, Eric's gonna. He's got the sponsor today.
Yeah,
Guest of honor.
God's a good sponsor.
God is the sponsor. The God in the sky,
Yeah.
up above.
What
Yeah.
picture am I going to put?
Picture of a dog.
There's no picture of God, right? Dog, that's a good.
Would
one.
you like to elaborate, sir? What
No.
kind of picture?
I know it's all good. Whichever way you want it, it's good. You know.
So, Fred, should we shoot from the hip?
It's all God. Yeah, let's shoot from the hip.
You go first this time.
So shoot from the hip. We're gonna ask our guests 5 questions to get to know them better and kind of break the ice. You know, like how heavy's a polar bear kind of shit.
And it's rapid.
It's
one at a time.
Rapid.
Go so back and forth.
So I got 5 questions
Oh,
for
one
you,
at a time.
and you
Gotcha.
can just answer as you see fit.
All right.
So we're gonna start off nice and easy. Oreo cookies. Are you a cookies or a cream filling guy?
Wow, it's the whole package. It's a. If I had to take one without the other, I'd take just the cookies.
Okay, you're a cookie. Justin Trudeau or just a puddle of water?
Just a puddle of water.
Music listening on headphones or on iPhones?
Headphones for sure.
Playing in front of 20 rowdy crowd or 1,000 deaf people?
Or the rowdy crowd.
Interesting. Catching your parents having sex or getting caught jerking off?
Getting caught jerking off.
Interesting.
It's probably happened. That's fun.
That's it.
That's it. That's
5.
all.
That was quick.
That was quick. quick. Shooting from the hip.
Thought it was supposed to be.
I had another one, but we'll save it for later.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Eric? 5 questions, rapid fire. Let's go. Coma for 5 years or 10 years in jail?
Oh, coma for 5 years.
Universal respect or ultimate power?
Respect, 100%, all the way.
Scrambled eggs or over easy?
Oh, sunny side.
Over easy it is. Tube amp or solid state amp?
Oh shit.
Hard
Yeah,
question.
that one's a hard one for me because I played solid state for so long. I had all the the solid state, the Randall solid state amps. I still have all those, but I love a good tube amp too.
So tube amp.
And the thing is too, I've gotten into the modelers and stuff like that. You just bring a little thing like this to the show, and you're up on stage and you're ready to go like that.
Yeah, Metallica does that for sure.
I love it.
One more question: love of your life or love of the night?
love of my life.
There you go.
I was gonna ask him a girl for a week or a wife for life.
we don't coordinate on these things.
Yeah. Hilarious.
So with solid state and tube, like, do they serve different purposes? Would you use one?
Tube amp breaks up when you go louder. Solid state will probably just stay super clean as long as you pump it. You can roll off your guitar a bit to clean it up on a tube amp. I don't know. I'm a tube amp kind of guy. Always been.
I'm just wondering what the like if you would
For
if
cleans,
you had the choice to use either, would you choose different ones for different
applications.
jobs? Yeah.
Yes, if I can do clean sound, I'd totally do a solid state.
Okay.
And I need to get one eventually. But
I agree. Solid state sometimes. Tubes.
Well,
most of the time.
They don't make tube drums.
These power tubes. They look like power tubes.
I heard these new ones, that came out.
They have a power tube shaped thing that goes into, and it's it turns your amp into a solid state amp.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a power section. It's pretty cool.
The future.
Oh yeah, the technology that's out these days.
Pretty soon you won't even have to play guitar.
But
You
I
just
guess
hold
that's
it.
pretty old, right? That way you don't have you got the power section. You still got your preamps are still tube, but the power amp section is solid state, and it makes it for less
Let's
fuck
break
ups.
up.
Yeah.
Less fucking up
Right on. So,
when you're on the road.
as tradition in our show, our guests go first with their topics. So, who's going to go first here? You guys want rock, paper, scissors? Or
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
I'll go. Whatever.
rock, paper, scissors, go.
Yeah.
One hand, go. Let's go. So you get to choose. You go first or he goes first?
I'll go.
Okay,
That's
so
all
what's your
that.
topic?
My topic is playing and recovery, and I used to be quite the
High flyer.
drug addict, right?
You had the constant
Now
air
I-
miles.
Yes, constant air miles.
He's a frequent flyer.
That's right.
flyer,
Oh, many trips to Pluto for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and then I sobered up. Life
Congrats.
got better. A lot more of where I want to be. A lot more clarity. That's for sure. Right. Life is so good that way for me, anyway. All right.
So what's the question?
I have a question.
Well, what's the topic?
Recovery.
Okay, recovery.
Recover, recovering in and playing music the way everything is now.
So playing music, you're
In
constantly
recovery.
in recovery.
Right?
So you're constantly surrounded by
Yeah, that's right.
these temptations and these I don't know how you call it,
Triggers,
booze,
don't they call
triggers?
them
Yeah,
usually?
triggers. That's the word I was
they
looking
call
for.
them triggers, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they're there, and everything's prevalent. I'm not healed by any means, right?
Like
Yeah.
once you're an addict, you're never really fully healed, right?
No,
It's like it's something that you have to admit to yourself every day, right?
no, but I that's why the God thing and everything like that, and I'm grateful for everything I have these days. It's way more. I'm way more grateful for my life now than I ever have been. Like even before,
Yep.
right? I got into the drugs and everything like that. So
You got into the drugs. They got into you.
oh yeah.
Were you a heavy partier? Because I'm on
No.
the same road as Eric, so I'm
I would no.
a little
I
further
no,
back. But
I drank a lot more for sure in my 20s. Nothing that I ever felt got out of hand. But no, I don't know. I've never felt like I've had addiction problems that have gone. The thing I say often is if I'm addicted to anything, it's candy. Like
Oh, yeah.
I have a
Sugars.
I have a sugar tooth
Sugar is-
like you wouldn't
Alcohol itself.
believe. I smoke weed, but I've quit it for extended periods. And drinking, I just don't really feel like drinking lately. But if there's sour candies in the house, I'll eat all of them for sure. I can't stop myself.
I get asked all the time, like, couldn't you just have one?
No.
Or any of that? And I'm
No.
like, you know what? I probably could. And the thing is this time it goes well, and or the next time. I could even probably go a whole year, maybe 2, where having 1, 2, 3 beer, I'm good. But there will come the time when I have more than that, and that fuck it jumps in.
Yeah. Then you go to Switzerland and get in your fuck it suit and go skiing. And
that's it. And then, waking up 2 weeks later and detox going, what the fuck?
Shit. Yeah, I used to get drunk quite professionally, playing with the newfies. It was 6 beer per set, and I would get 2. And then by the end, I would just get lost in the alcohol. And, it's not the same. It sounded great to me then. And I look back and I'm like, fuck, I wasted a lot of opportunities where I could have performed as a professional, actually remembered my conversations and got something out of the gig. So, I haven't drank in almost 2 years, and it's way better now.
2 years?
2 years for booze,
awesome,
and
man.
9-8 months for the electric cigarettes or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Electric.
Yeah,
So electric.
I haven't touched drugs or alcohol in 13 years. I just my birthday just passed.
So I met you. You were on the tail end of your tailspin. You were just starting to turn around. And I remember watching you do that, and I was like, fuck. Because I seen my dad do it too, and I was like, I seen how his life got better. And when I saw you do it, I was like, yeah, that's going to be me one day. Because even though it's just 6 beers, it's like, oh, it's just 6 beers, half an ounce. And, oh, fucking, that other stuff. And you're in the bathroom solving all the world's problems. And you're like, oh, my God.
Having deep conversations of life.
Yeah. And then
Till 4 in the morning.
Then you show up to work and you're all messed up. Now it's sober. It's
There's
That's the
the
way to be.
dangerous things that happen, the day after, or or going to work, the partying not stopping, but still going to work, still high, still fucked from the night before, and pretty much doing shit that's got other people's lives in your hands, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Slippery slope.
Yeah, it is for sure.
yeah. That's yeah, and now that I've got a little handle on everything, I see where I want to go and what I want to do, and when I, like when we came and played Canada Day here, I've seen met all those other artists, talked to them, and seen how they're doing it and what they're doing. A lot of them, all they're doing is playing festivals.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't even bother with playing bars or anything like that, and that's all they do is play music.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do that.
Yep.
I would love to do that.
That's what we're transitioning to as well.
I'm turning 50 next
Oh,
year,
there's
and I don't want to be drywalling anymore. I'm done with it.
That's all we're applying for next year too. Festivals. You can play bars, but you can build a decent career, build a name on festivals.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about it earlier too, and like the vibe at festivals is different than bars, right? Yeah. There's like I've never seen violence at a festival, but I've seen people get lots of fights at bars, right?
Yeah.
And things like being less concerned. Like, I don't know about you, but I've played shows where when I walk off stage and my equipment's still up there, I'm pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
And it's not like that at a festival, especially as a drummer. You just hop on stage, play the drums there, and then maybe bring a snare or whatever, take off when you're done. But just the general vibe from people, they're happier at festivals. They're like,
And they're receptive to your original music. You're not there to entertain 20 drunks playing Wagon Wheel. Nothing wrong with Wagon Wheel. Nothing wrong with drunks, but
I've never played Wagon Wheel in my life.
play it later.
And
We'll jam.
no, I'm okay. If I can go my whole life without playing it, it's all good.
Yeah. No doubt.
It's a different market, though.
it is. Yeah, I think there's a stereotypical kind of festival goer. And I think that there's again at bars, like there's people having a good time at festivals, but like you said, a drunk person at a bar might demand that you play what they want to hear. Yeah,
Freebird.
They think yelling "Freebird" is funny, and I mean people still do it at
Well,
festivals.
there's the
but-
Slayer guys.
Yeah.
Slayer,
Yeah.
play the Slayer.
There's one of each guy.
Oh,
yeah.
well, see, that's the other thing, because some people know about that from me. They come see me play in my regular bands, and they want to hear Pantera,
Well, yeah,
right?
of course. Who doesn't?
Doesn't want to hear Pantera.
Right, so
Get
Right
right
on.
into it. So you don't have anything playing sober? 'Cause you don't get drunk when you
I
play
don't.
anymore, right?
I
You
don't.
used to
Yeah.
slosh. I remember seeing a video.
well,
of
he's
you,
a
Oh,
normal.
yeah.
you
He's a
doing the
normie.
Eiffel Tower there.
Like back in my I'm like Brian. Like back in my 20s, I used to party. There were some pretty dicey situations, and a couple summers of like I'm happy I got out of
Yeah.
because it was snowing a lot that summer.
Oh.
And but yeah. So but I've never been one. The only thing I'm really addicted to is cigarettes, and that's my only vice. I don't crave to drink or smoke weed or anything, but a coffee and a cigarette—that's my drug. I don't know.
Cigarettes.
I know.
Cigarettes. I was smoking too. I quit that a good almost 9 to 10 years ago. I don't quite remember the exact time, but I know I used what I learned from going to meetings and stuff like that to quit cigarettes too.
I'm about to go to a meeting for cigarettes. There, like they should have some kind of. Oh, no, it's true. It's like it's such a bad drug. Bro.
Cigarettes
Oh, yeah.
Anonymous. We got to start it.
Oh man, we should like there should be some social programs to deal with. Like they jack up the prices, and you're like, you're shunned upon for smoking, but
what
there's no rehab or nothing
what
for
I did
cigarettes.
for the smoking was I went 6 months where I smoked only 3 cigarettes a day. Right, sometimes 4. Sometimes it was more, but for the most
always
part, but for the most part, it was 3 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
One in the morning, one after lunch. Because you gotta have that smoke after you eat,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff like that. And then when my mom said, "I'm gonna grab the patch and quit," I said, "Okay, me too." I put it down, and I never went through any of the crazy, how, I need a cigarette.
Yeah. I'm about to light one up right now.
Keep talking about
Yeah,
it.
keep talking.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I'm a fiend, but whatever.
So do you think that's a biological thing?
What the?
Like, do you think that some people biologically get like a more physical addiction, and it's harder for them to quit? Do you think
Yes.
that they have?
I think so.
100%.
I think like when we were young too. Like I remember being in a truck and like the windows rolled up and the
Dude,
parents were
just start
smoking.
a little thing that where you do it every day on a constant thing, and you'll see that when you stop doing it, all of a sudden, what do I do with myself? You don't know where to put your hands.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put my hand. Start jerking off instead of having cigarettes. Just. I'm getting thin.
And on that note, what do you guys think? Do
Yeah.
you guys have any addictions that you have to deal with, or does your job entail you to be around substances that you're trying to get away from? I don't know. You let us know.
Oh, and that's the other thing now. All the site jobs and all that kind of stuff has changed where they used to test you for drugs, all the time. Now, because it's legal, they don't do any of the blood or pee tests. They do the swab.
Yeah.
Yes,
They do the
for
swabs
48
because
hours
half hour.
or something like that.
Yeah, it's a half hour.
Damn.
So, which has in McMurray has calmed down the drugs somewhat.
Yeah.
Not
But you're a different crowd too now. So
yes,
maybe you
that's it.
see
I don't
this much.
see it
Yeah.
as much as I used to because I try and
Yeah.
Stay away.
I don't like. I still go. I do what I got to do at the bar when I got to play and do whatever or go see bands or whatever like that. But I'm not going to some house party afterwards to go see if I can, test myself to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be strong, right? No, But with that said, when I did meetings, I didn't want to be the guy that was avoiding going to a family gathering because everybody at the gathering is drinking and stuff like that. I wanted to be able to have enough recovery to be able to enjoy being around family without being scared of picking up a drink because everybody's drinking.
Yeah.
Right. So, I got lucky.
Yeah.
I got lucky with that as far as that goes. I got
Right
to
on.
be able to be that way.
Yeah.
Right. Be in the bar, whatever. Right. And now when it comes to women, I'm a lot more, You know,
Well, yeah.
if I
yeah,
need, if I'm
50,
gonna
right?
to have a woman in my life, you know, I'm a lot more picky.
Well, yeah.
Love of your life, not love of the night. Eh?
That's right.
Awesome.
All right, so Brian, what's your topic today?
I was thinking about maybe talking about like theory versus no theory as far as musicians go, or because a lot of times when you hear about a guy that one of the things they'll stress is, so and so is completely self-taught, and I don't know. I hear a lot of people that are like, that seem to be under the impression that knowing music theory will hold you back in some way, put you in a box, and I don't know. I just think like Eric teaches lessons, so I'm guessing that you're in favor of
Well,
learning and
there's the guys that I say that don't know a word. They don't even know the freaking the names of the notes on the guitar, or a thing, that play amazing, right? Which is always awesome. But I always say, what if they knew a little bit, like even just a little bit? Where would it take them? How much more would they? How much more awesome would they be? Because a lot of it's a balance, right? You want to be able to play with feel, but you also got to want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're getting to that. I don't know.
But the most important thing too is connecting with another musician, right? If he doesn't know the names of the chords or anything or where he stands, how is he going to connect with another person when he's in a room jamming?
Yeah,
right?
chances are, if you don't have that and you work with someone for a long time, you're going to come up with some sort of shorthand in place of it anyways, right?
Yep.
So like you were just saying, I think that people, if you're an excellent player and you've done it all by ear or whatever, I'd argue that you still know music theory. You just might not, like, you can write you could write a great novel and not be able to say, here's the initial incident. You might not be able to pick out all the literary devices you use to build a story, but that doesn't mean you can or can't. Doesn't mean you're not using them to do it, right?
But then there's also the guys that are like self-taught, but they learned as much theory and everything as they possibly could, and was able to apply it in any form they were, because they weren't restricted by rules that they get.
Yeah.
Right. But they still know the theory really well, like really well.
Yeah.
Right. There's lots of guys, like Guthrie Govan is one of those self-taught guys.
Oh, really?
That.
He's all over the map.
And he knows his stuff.
He's fluent, like super, like if you're comparing it to a language, like, which I think music is a language.
Oh, yeah.
He is
100%.
absolutely fluent in what he does.
He's a polyglot.
Yeah, he
speaks 7 languages on guitar.
Yeah,
He's crazy.
And like with no the amount of information that he's processing, like listening to a track, improvising, and not just like keeping up with it, but like shredding all over the place, doing really, and not just like regurgitating scales, right? Like doing interesting things. But yeah, like that's, I don't know, like he's an amazing guitar player.
You know what I think about when you say theory and music? I kind of think about Jesus coming before the Bible. You can do it one way, or you can, before they had music, 2 guys got together, they were banging on some rocks, they heard a bird can sing a song, it doesn't know music. So you can do it with or without, but I think if you practice enough and you're inspired enough, you can get there. You'll find your own style, because I know of musicians that are extremely, strict in how they play, and they can only read music.
Yeah.
They can't walk into a bar and see a guy like Eric and go, okay, we're doing a fucking jam in G. Let's go. Because they go, I don't have my theory.
Yeah.
So I think you have to know both. But ultimately,
Yes.
Jesus came before the Bible. So if you really want it, you can figure it out.
I think it depends, like, obviously on the style of music. Like, if you're a blues musician, improvisation is going to be pretty important. But if you're playing in an orchestra, you're not going to be taking solos and making it up as you go along. You got to play what's on the page. You got a lot of other people taking up sonic space that you don't want to step on their feet, right? So I think again, jazz musicians are more likely to have improvisation under their belt. So it might not be necessary in certain applications.
Yeah. So I guess it all depends, eh?
I don't know. It
Yeah,
all
for
depends on the attitude you bring towards it too, right? I mean, like Kurt Cobain wasn't that insane of a guitar player, but
No, but
he ripped and did his own thing to the music that he had, right? So I don't know.
I think I think as far as my thing about Kurt Cobain is, I think he like a band like the Doors. I think why they were successful is there's a group of musicians that had different influences and ultimately mixed together. Like I think it was like a jazz drummer and like I don't know if the keyboardist was more into classical, but I mean that's usually what happens.
Yeah,
right? Is you bring together a group of guys with different influences, and I think that's how you get interesting results is by mixing a bunch of different stuff.
So it is important. It's like a tool, right?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
got more
oh,
tools
it's
in your
definitely-
toolbox, the more different kind of stuff you can build.
That's it, right? Like I at the beginning of when I was playing, I went a year without, and then I found a guy to give me lessons, Chris Bullen.
Yeah.
Right. I took 9 months to almost a year from him, and then I had to move up here to Athabasca with nowhere to go, and then so I can continue from that point on, showing myself from what he showed me, and went on a road that was a long road.
Yeah.
You don't have internet like we got today.
No, that's
where you
another
can go,
thing. That's
you
another
can go
thing.
and grab everything you want or
Yeah.
however you want it.
And watch someone do it right in front of you, like every little.
And then 20 years, 25, in or around 25 years into my playing, I'm coming up to 30 years of playing now, and I went to those camps,
Yeah.
the G4 and the Vi Academy and all of those camps. I've gone to all those camps and took a lesson, and I found a guy named Doug Doppler and took lessons, started lessons again after 4 years, and and it did nothing but help me immensely with techniques and things that and ear training.
Yeah.
It's stuff that he showed me, and now when I'm playing with people, the first thing I noticed that helped me out is I could hear the harmony right away, and I'm able to jump in with the harmony. Before I noticed it on here, I noticed it there first, right? And so you never stop learning,
Nope,
and that's
you
the
never stop
beauty
learning, yeah.
part of it, and that's why I love it so much.
It never ends.
I don't think you can know too much.
No, never.
And I don't know. My thing is, if you meet a musician who's got more experience and they've got advice to give to you, even if it's a style or a technique that you're never going to use, it's not going to hurt you, and it's more than likely going to open some doors for you.
I always try to learn something from everyone I meet.
That's it.
I
That's
watch
what
somebody, like I watch you, and be like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll try that next time. And even if I don't use it all the time, it's in the bank, right?
I was told by my first teacher, my first teacher was a guy, I don't know what he had or what they call it. I know he was not physically able to move like other people, but he showed me how to change my strings. He gave me my one first lesson. He showed me how to build the major scale. That's it. That was it. That was my first lesson. He showed me how to change strings, how to listen to what to listen for when you're tuning it. And from that point on is where right. His name was Steve.
Vi.
No, I can't remember his last
Steve Stevens?
name. Yeah, I wish. But no, he the first thing he told me is you can learn from anybody. It doesn't matter if they're amazing or if they're not that amazing. You can learn something from anybody, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be what to do, what not to do,
Not
whatever.
to do is a big thing too.
No.
Right?
Sometimes you see guys and you're like, I don't want to do that, and it's like that's a lesson too.
Yeah, that is a lesson. 100%. 100%.
I don't want to drink those 7 shots if we're going on stage.
Yeah. And that's dynamic all on its own. The dynamics of guys. You're 4 different personalities or however many in the band, and it's hard to find those guys that are all great, all able to get along with, all
Committed.
All committed. But I've also I've played with guys that are very hard to get along with.
Yeah.
You're not able to talk to them. You're not able to get through to them when you speak. They know more than you.
That's why I guess that's why bands break up a lot. You try a recipe, and if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
Well, and it's weird too, because even like, how many super groups do you see where they're like 4 guys from a bands that you liked, and then they get together in one band, and it's like, oh, this isn't, it's not the same chemistry, right? And so I mean, sometimes those groups work, but it's just because they're magic in different groups doesn't mean they're going to be magic when you reconfigure it.
with somebody in an office going, what would make us money?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
pluck
If each
these
member did a solo record,
Yeah.
#kiss.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Theory or no theory? I don't know.
Oh, I've got a theory.
You got a theory? Moving on to topic 3. 3.
3. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I get it. No. I keep on forgetting that I'm not last on the line. So I have a topic today. I had a few topics I was struggling today as between making bacon and eggs for breakfast and painting my walls. I was thinking, what the hell are we going to talk about today? And it's my second favorite person to talk about. So the old double J Donald Trump got broken in by the CIA at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I heard that.
I think that's messed up. But what I want to talk about is, are governments just too powerful and out of control?
100%.
And is there a certain line in the sand where you say, if you guys cross this line, it's over. We gotta revolt. So that's two sides. But first, are governments too powerful? Because right now I could call 911, give them your address, say this guy's got a gun, and they will show up at your house with a SWAT team ready to kill you. That's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
We
They've
built
got
that.
too much power. They've got way too much power, and it's sad to see. And the thing is, I would never want it to get to what you just said.
Yeah,
Right?
it's there.
But people are still, there's still not enough people saying, okay, I've had enough.
There's just always enough.
Because there's
people that
too
come-
much comfort, right? There's too much distraction. Like we were talking about Netflix and all this shit there. Some people say it's been put in place to distract us, to bring us down,
Oh,
right?
yes. All
Like
of
just to take your attention off. Okay, well, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Okay, well, that's,
Staged.
Slap
That
sta-
was so staged.
Oh yeah,
It's
so like
crazy.
that takes the focus off another big
that
issue.
was not staged.
I was 100% staged.
Okay, staged or not staged?
I thought it was legit. It was
I
a
thought
real.
it was
It was a
legit.
real slap.
Oh, but
We
it
have a
was
tie.
100%
What do you guys
staged.
think? Back to the topic.
But do you guys think that those things are put in place to like maybe dumb down the population?
Oh yes, I do. I know.
Legalizing marijuana, was that another one?
Oh, that's a thing right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so they legalized marijuana. Yes, that's to make people
Docile?
docile and dumb down. Look at this stuff they're talking about doing in BC now, where they're going to want to legalize heroin and cocaine.
Yeah,
and
well,
all
the
that.
shoot up centers. Or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that they don't, people don't have a clean place and safe place to shoot up. What's going to happen is people are going to overdose in the clinics, or they're going to overdose, and then brought back to life, and then
Shoot up again.
so they can do it again. And that's sad because that's hard for somebody to have to go through that. It's sad.
It is. It's crazy. I don't know if
What's the line?
to bring it back to is entertainment put there to dumb us down? I think entertainment is. I mean, we're entertainers, so I think it's part of being human. Is you want to create, but you also want to escape.
Yes.
It's nice to
Yeah.
just sit down, look at a sky, whether it's birds and clouds or Netflix or Pink Floyd.
I don't know if any of it's created exclusively to create a diversion. My thing is, I don't think anybody in charge is smart enough to pull anything like that off.
Is there anybody in charge? Is that an illusion that there's nobody in charge?
Is there higher powers behind the government?
Well, the other thing is,
Oh yeah, I believe that.
there's so little cooperation between governments that I don't see any of them getting along enough to complete a common goal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see a competent enough government that
It's
it-
crazy,
See,
right?
that's the illusion. I see what you're see. I see what you're saying, but I say that's the illusion they want.
That they're
Right?
incompetent.
And the thing is the government is not even the ones running shit.
Nope.
They ain't
It's the
running
people
a
with the
thing.
money.
That's right. The corporations and the big names, the people that are billionaires and plus. Right?
But
They're
I
the
would
ones
I
running
don't think that
everything.
that's transparent. I think that is transparent though. I don't think that that's. I mean, it's clear that there's people with lots of money paying lobbyists to lobby for things in their favor. That's right out in the open.
Yeah, that government is bought and paid for
Yeah,
by whoever has the money.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't. I think it's out of control. The amount of power they have it's scary because you never know where that gun is going to be pointed. That's my big, not fear but concern. You never know. Hey, you don't pay your taxes. Oh, we'll fucking put you in jail.
Well, see,
You don't
this
do
is the-
this. You
all
don't
the-
walk this line.
there's that plus there's we'll just shut off your bank account like
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
happened.
That's going to get even worse when they introduce the cashless
Oh
society.
yeah,
that's coming soon.
yes, right. That's
Well, that's the thing. That
stuff
was
that's
the
coming
line,
down
right?
the line
Yeah.
that way is so scary and so uncalled for. Right? You're gonna own nothing and be happy. That's not me.
But do
Right?
you think
I'm not gonna
so-
fucking eat crickets and fucking.
So do you think?
Fuck that.
Do you think the
Sorry.
government they just listen to the loudest complainers? Like if we use COVID, it was out there, and then the 5% that's like, holy shit, the world is ending. They have the government's ear, and then the government's like, well, everybody's mad, even though it's a small percentage. And then they're like, yeah, we're just gonna lock everybody up. We're gonna force this on you. If you don't take it, you lose your job. You will close down your business. You're not essential. Everybody can go to Walmart, but we're gonna close down the local gym.
Yeah.
Like to me, when that happened, I was like, "This is messed up." Like they're just picking and choosing
Picking and
winners.
choosing who the fuck makes money.
Well,
I mean, they always do.
Yeah, but it's hard
And
too
that's,
to make
again, the
to
big
make
corporations.
Yeah, when you're making blanket decisions for several things that are not the same, it's not going to work. I don't
It's
know
a
how,
one size fits none approach.
yeah, I don't know how it could have worked. Anyways, I don't know.
So is it futile? Do we still need government? Like,
Well, I don't think futile. I think that there's things that work about it, but there's obviously lots of things that don't work about it. I don't.
Corruption
I don't
is
know.
so bad.
For me, discussions like this are tricky because I think smarter people than me have been wrong on topics like this, and it's certainly not something I'm well researched on.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking on it from a place of authority.
but
So,
you live in a place where you're impacted by government, so
oh, for sure. But I don't know what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
I don't. And
there's just too much going on to know what's really going on.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's called.
They got it coming from every angle.
Well,
on
but there's
every
a lot
one.
of
It's a
moving.
chess game.
There's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
moving
It's
parts. Right?
coming
There's
from every
there's
angle
so
all the
many
time.
things going on.
Like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing a lot of the
Yeah.
times in government. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
but like I said, I absolutely don't have the answer, and I don't like to speak on things like that with any sort of like I know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
because I think there's a lot of people that do speak about it like they know what they're talking about, and especially people with influence, like I just think it's dangerous for people to act like they know what they're talking about on important topics, especially when they have a big following that
Yeah.
might act on the things they say. Not that anyone's going to listen to what I say.
Yeah.
I have no
It's all
following.
speculative. It's all like
Yeah.
personal. Right?
Yeah, for sure. But that's the problem is I find that in a lot of cases people speak. They don't say I think before they say it. They say it like it's a fact.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's I see lots of ramping up already. I haven't heard anything about it in months, and all of a sudden now they're starting to talk about numbers again,
Oh, yeah.
right?
no.
Yeah, I'm going
They
back
gotta
to
talk
Ontario in
about something,
September.
right?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm just gonna go home to get
And
locked
it's so
up.
different from province to province, like how
Yeah.
we experienced it here, and even
Look
like
at Quebec.
I got a lot of
Oh, my
families in
God.
Quebec, and it was like you got to have a curfew. You got to be in
really?
it.
Yeah.
It was, and we're dealing about the same thing, and it's like, they always talk that we have a shortage in healthcare and a shortage in healthcare, and it's like maybe we have an excess in not healthy people.
Yeah.
Like the way they frame, and that's the media. It's a whole other thing. Like, and it's all framing. So I don't know. Do we have too much government? What do you guys think? I think we have a little bit too much, and they have a little bit too much power. I'd like it to see it scale back to a more
Well, the healthcare thing.
Manageable.
If on the healthcare thing,
yeah.
Hospitals are operating at half capacity. Half of the other doctors, half of the nurses in there, and stuff like that. They shouldn't be running at that. They should be running out full 100%.
Yeah.
Everything good. That's what it's supposed to be there for. That way, when shit happens like it happened, it doesn't shut down the whole fucking world because they got the staff, they got the resources, right? Instead of shorting on resources, they should make sure those resources are there.
Yeah, but we just gotta
that's
pay
where I
for it.
think,
That's the problem.
Well, was it that?
But they're
did they-
willing to give the money all the way everywhere else,
Oh, yeah,
millions
let's
and
print
trillions.
money. Let's print
Oh,
money. Here's
my
your
God.
Check. Here's your check. I never got
That's
one
where
of
it's
those checks.
frustrating, right?
It is.
That's I get so frustrated about it all.
It's tough to know that our grandparents had a different world where there was very little government. They still made it. Now we have a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of government. We're paying a lot for it. And it's like, are we really getting,
We're not benefiting.
are we benefiting? Is it worth it? I think sometimes, probably need a little bit of government. Where's the line? I don't know. I think we're in the bloated category right now. Personally, I'd like a little less. That's why I like Alberta.
A lot less.
It's a little,
It is a lot different than Ontario. I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
In Quebec,
Oh,
fuck.
Quebec's
Quebec, you buy a truck. If it has a V4, you get a plate. It costs you this much. You get a V8. It costs you $600.
See, this is something I've, since
everything
on
there
their
is-
agenda on reducing emissions and stuff like that. This is something I said right from the beginning of that. I was like, one day you'll have to have a special license to drive a gas-powered vehicle.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's
Probably.
coming.
Yeah, that's.
But what do
coming.
you do? Do you do nothing? Do you try to do something? Because I don't know if emissions are the problem. For me, I'm more worried about pollution, generally speaking. So it's like, what do you do?
Just get rid of plastics and the world will be a better place. Like, seriously.
Plastic
Everything is
bags.
plastic.
That's the problem. Plastic garbage bags.
Well, you see the
Plastic straws.
the plastic islands in the ocean and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Glass?
But that's
Like
not,
everything
like a
used to
water
run
bottle.
on
This
glass.
water bottle will outlive us
Yep.
3-4 times.
Yeah,
Like,
but they used to make everything in glass.
yeah.
that's perfect. They should-
Right?
But glass takes a lot of energy
and
to
our
to
grandparents
heat up.
reused all that stuff. They would wash it up and
Yeah.
reuse it, and stuff didn't go back, or you recycle it and they remake new glass.
Yeah, you just melt it
Right?
down.
Glass is the answer to the plastics, not paper straws.
Yeah, yeah.
Glass straws.
You have a personal beef with the plastic straws, I see. They just melt so quickly.
Well, yeah, you just put your mouth on it and it becomes mush, right? Like,
It's like a flaccid,
Straw.
and then what are you sucking up? All the glue that's in the freaking
The
straw?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on.
There's no winning, man. It's-
When I have my iced cappuccino, I put my straw in it. I take a sip, and then I take my straw out. I put it in the other cup holder, and I drive to where I'm going. I put it back because if you don't, I like to enjoy my café. Français là, on prend notre temps. on boit
You
du
know what you
café.
need? You need to get a custom straw, and you can
Well, they have metal
keep
straw.
it in a little box and then flip it open,
It's a whole event.
or pull it out of your sleeve like a magician. Tuck it behind your ear, or you could do like the guys used to do in the '70s and roll it up in your shirt sleeve.
That would be sweet. Get a high-end straw market,
Yeah.
fancy case. Like, I got
Yeah.
an Oakley straw.
Diamonds on your straw.
Just like a pull cue.
It becomes the ultimate
Screw
symbol
it
of
together.
success. Like, oh my God, he's got a golden straw. That guy over there. Shit, he's rich.
He's got an eye straw.
Ice straw.
You got a nap for that straw?
Yeah.
Gotta
Crazy.
download a nap there.
But that's my topic. I don't even know what it's about. But fourth topic, we'll shoot it off to Dennis.
We'll shoot it off to me. Last topic.
It's always tough talking about government because
It's
so
so
big.
Well, yeah.
Talking politics in general is like kind of.
But you have to, like, it's so important. And, you know, everybody's not an expert, but I don't think that not being an expert means you shouldn't be able to just articulate.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think it means you can't have an opinion.
Say
Yeah.
on here because don't want to get it censored.
Well, that was going to be my topic. Like, do we have too many experts? Because you get expert. They don't talk to each other, and they're like, "Oh, I'm an expert." And it's like, well, you only know one piece of the puzzle.
When they fact check you,
Yeah.
and then they give you the place to go fact. Well, it says exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, so I got fact checked on something that says exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, it's
What the hell?
it's that need to control everything. Must be, you know.
The thing with experts is, depending on the type of expert you are, if you're an expert in a field like in politics,
Yeah.
you're an expert on something that doesn't produce visible results, right? You don't have statistics. Like, you can be a sports expert and you have statistics that are consistent.
But even a sports expert can't tell you if the Oilers or the Flames are going to
Exactly, yeah.
And
So
we rely on these.
So they might know a lot on the topic,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that they're clairvoyant. They can't predict the future, right?
So we got to shoot the shit about it.
Shoot the shit. Write some comments. Get in touch. Anyways,
Come yell at us.
Yeah, that's right.
don't send letter bombs. We don't want that. Though.
No. Like some anthrax.
Yeah.
All right, topic number 4.
Little ants with tracks. We're like, that's not what I asked for.
So, guys, today is my wedding anniversary,
Oh,
and I'm sitting here with you
awesome.
guys.
Oh, damn.
6
come
years
on.
I've been married.
Wow.
Yeah. So, my topic, does marriage have any relevance in 2022? Are you guys married? I don't know.
I'm not married.
Not married?
I'm married.
You're married?
Yep.
Fred, do you want to get married one day?
Honestly, I'd rather not have the government in my business. I get it from a spiritual point of view. I think it's a good idea. But at the same time, we also have more divorces than ever. So, if you're going to get
that's the
married,
thing
then
I always
divorce.
said.
Save the paperwork. Save the trees.
I always
Don't get married.
said that it would be one time only. So if whoever I came down to being with, I would make sure it went till the end
Absolutely.
somehow.
How long you been married, Brian?
About 10 years.
10 years now? Wow.
It's also his anniversary.
Wow, anniversary, brother.
Actually, we got
He's like,
married.
shit,
I
what
got
day
married
is
right
it?
across the street from you.
Pardon me?
I got married right across the street.
Oh,
from
yeah?
you.
Right on. Where's that?
I'm just joking.
Oh,
I don't know where you got married.
In Niagara Falls? I don't know. That's where I got married, Niagara Falls.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, do you like being married?
Yeah, I like being married. I mean, I can't.
She's listening.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
possibly. But I can't. My life has changed since then, but I don't think it's because I got married. I guess there's certain decisions we might have decided to build and stuff like that because we were a married couple. But yeah, I mean, I'm just as happy as before we were married.
Did you get married before or after you had kids?
Before.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we're we'd been together for quite a while, and that's the other thing too is that there's people that get married on short notice that make it work, but we were pretty sure we wanted to do it. And,
Were you guys dating a long time before that?
yeah, quite a while, probably 5 or 6 years at that point.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. My personal observation, I think a lot of people. It's weird when you see couples that are together for like 10 years, then they get married and then they break up right away. I don't really get that, but my assumption is that maybe they assume that things are going to change once
Yeah,
they're
maybe
married.
try to get a little bit of excitement. It's like getting a puppy, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
but,
just
like-
skip the puppy, just go to the kid. you know?
Yeah, I did. Nothing changed in our. I don't think either of us expected our relationship to change because of the legal status of it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is for some people. Is they think that marriage is going to solve their relationship problems. I don't know.
So you're not bothered by the business of getting married and the whole
I
process?
don't even really
and-
think about that at
I don't know. I think there's like having the whole wedding is fun.
Yeah.
At least from my
Did you
experience,
follow
I
the
think it-
rules? Like you got to spend 3 months of your pay to buy the ring.
No,
and that
no,
kinda
I-
jazz?
I'm
No?
How much was the ring though? Let's be real.
I don't even the rig. Yeah, I didn't spend much. It was. We're luckily my wife's not really superficial about jewelry, or it's not really
I know,
important
just-
to her.
just playing.
But yeah, no, we didn't do that. Wasn't a religious wedding or anything like that. We didn't do it in a church or anything. Yeah, I'd say I got about the only way it was I would say it was mostly traditional, but not like there was nothing strict about it. It was just
Yeah.
just with a JP, have people come.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We
with
brought
us afterwards,
some of our closest family to Niagara Falls. We just had a little chapel in the back there, like get married, like those people just like last minute get married. But we were together for like 6 years, but we had a big party in Niagara Falls and limo, and it was fantastic.
Nice.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I enjoy being married. I think marriage is like a mixture of patience and tolerance. I mean, you can't always be on a high. Some people are low, some people are high. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think that's more the way I think about like parenting is like
Parenting and marriage.
You gotta have one that's kind of sane while the other one's going crazy to talk you off the ledge.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully you're not both crazy at the same time.
Sometimes you are, and then you
Yeah.
give me some space.
But yeah, like it's nice to have someone to kind of vent to, but like you said, tolerance too. I'm sure I'm not. It's not fun to incessantly listen to me talk about music.
My wife the same way. Love you, babe. I love you.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming to Alberta for the year.
So I don't think everybody would be willing to listen to me talk about the same things over and over again that I'm enthusiastic about that don't matter to anybody else. So I think that tolerance plays a big part in it. Yeah.
Life of being with a musician. Oh, you're playing a gig? Oh, how many people are showing up?
So you said you just want the one if you ever get married.
Yeah,
Did it ever come close? Did you ever ask
a
someone?
couple times.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to
A couple times, right? One, good thing it never happened. Let's put it that way.
But sometimes, yeah, that's the thing, right? Sometimes.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I don't really want to elaborate on all of that.
Well, that's what we're here for. I mean,
but
you don't have to name names.
Life there was not good, and it would have continued to not be good. You know, it's something I knew from the beginning, and I should have walked away right away.
Pull
but
out.
sometimes you make bad decisions when you got your heart and everything else involved.
Absolutely.
So,
Right.
were you in your recovery stage when you were going to get married, or were you in the
That was in the well,
the
no,
dark
it
place,
was
the
it
dark
was
arts?
it was I went to do it, and it was a bad situation.
Yeah, come on.
Just brought it a little too personal today.
Man, I don't know. It was bad. We both were in the drugs. We were both used.
damn.
We both,
Yeah. Crack daddy.
I got
Sugar mama.
I got clean. She never wanted to get clean.
Well, that's the thing. That's
damn.
right.
hard.
It was hard with that, and I say somebody needs men. They need if they choose to have a partner like that, they need somebody that's going to help them be a better them.
Absolutely.
and vice versa.
Yep.
For their partner, right? Complementing. When you're being shot down and called loser and this and that
That's
and all
horrible.
that kind of stuff, there's you can't help but go into a depression.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right?
right.
You're looking for love from somebody that's destroying you from the inside, and no,
No one should ever take that. For
yeah,
sure.
that's it, and it's the way it went, and I would never want to go down that road again, right?
Are you seeing someone right now?
Nope.
Ladies, this is your opportunity. Get in touch. Shoot us a comment.
Call the number below.
Call the number below.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
no,
be alone tonight.
Relationships are complicated. And,
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
I would just want for somebody to be
You'll find.
right the same way that way.
So, question. Does your potential next partner need to be sober? Would you be able to date somebody maybe that doesn't have the frequent flyer miles, but that maybe drinks a bottle of Shiraz, making pancakes on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock? You know?
Well, see, at 9 o'clock, that's a little different. But no,
But she's French.
the occasional,
C'est crêpes, pas
occasional
pancakes.
drink here and there wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like from a partner, right? Like that wouldn't bother me. Now, if they were using my drug of choice,
Yeah.
well, that could never happen.
Yeah.
I could never.
You can never hold on to them. They'd be like
No, that's right.
spaghetti while skydiving.
That's right. You can't.
What are you holding on to?
You need somebody that's grounded
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form, right? And if they're drinking too much, or I've been there. I don't want to.
So you wouldn't get a project like, oh, I could work on this one.
No.
Like do what women do to men. Like, oh,
No.
He's rough, but if I could clean him up, you know,
Yeah.
a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. No, I say they need to. If they drink a little bit, it's fine, right? I had one that, for a little bit, I was seeing a girl, and she'd show up to the house, box of wine, and here we go. And then when we broke up, texting or whatever, loaded and
Getting the drunk text.
Yeah. The wine text.
I'm wet. Like, oh.
no, not like that.
Get out of the shower,
No,
honey.
bad,
Oh,
just
angry.
mad texting, right?
Yeah, wine can make women angry, I've heard.
They're angry, right? So
Angry or horny.
Angry or horny.
Either way.
yeah, relationships are tough.
They are.
They are.
Definitely tough.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say on the topic, guys?
You guys want to plug anything?
You want to plug in
Want
this
to plug any
guitar
projects
over
coming up? Got any
No.
shows coming up in Fort Mac?
I got a show next week with the new band called Feather Jacket.
Feather Jacket. Do you have a Facebook?
No, we
Not
don't
yet?
have anything yet.
Nothing
We
yet?
do-
It's
we're-
coming.
We're going to do everything's
Baby
just
steps.
starting.
Absolutely.
We're just starting.
All you have is a cool
We're gonna
name.
have the first show.
Feather Jacket is a very good name.
Yeah.
Are you all wearing feather jackets?
Yeah.
The same, the same feather
That'd be
Oh,
jacket.
that'd be great.
That'd be
eh?
a little hot.
You got to make sacrifices to look cool.
Sacrifice for your art, man.
Yeah.
Just
no.
white feather jackets
Oh, can you
with
imagine?
feather hats.
Oh man.
Come out like this.
What kind of stuff are you guys playing?
Well, we're putting everything for the show this coming week be covers, but I'm looking to hopefully write and do some
Get
stuff.
some original
That's
stuff.
what I wanted to talk to you. Do you have originals? Because I know we played one time at the Black Horse.
I have
Yeah.
a shit ton of originals.
Yeah,
that,
should record.
And there's a lot of the originals that I have written that are fully complete
Yeah.
are songs I wrote here in Athabasca
Oh, nice.
over 20
Mississippi.
Yeah, the north.
yeah, over 25 years ago, right, with a guy named Jeremy Johnson.
Yeah.
We wrote probably an album's worth of songs or more, right? And, we performed them probably 5 times,
Yeah. It's nice.
but we practiced them like crazy.
Did you guys have a band name?
We didn't have a band name.
Because am I right? And I think he played at a talent show once, and the band was called Adulterous Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I think when
Yeah.
they introduced the band, there was like a hush that went over the crowd. Because I think I don't know
Well,
if
that's Jeremy's thinking. He was like that all the time. Yeah, totally like that.
Really?
Just weird, off the topic craziness all the
Just
time.
trying to get all that
But-
attention.
But he was a great player, great songwriter,
Yeah.
right?
You say
He
was.
able
Is
to
he,
arrange
is he
stuff.
gone or?
He lives in Cochrane now.
Okay, I thought he was a little
Cochrane,
higher.
Ontario?
No.
Okay.
No, he's
By the
good.
mountains, Cochrane.
Cochrane,
Yeah,
Alberta.
he's Cochrane,
Yeah.
Alberta.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Penis
last-
had legs. Cochrane.
Right,
He puts the cock in Cochrane.
yeah. That's right.
And Brian, you just released something on YouTube there?
with the Moose Mountain Boys, we keep just kind of trying to do like a video a week, and
Nice.
was hoping to have the album completed by the end of the summer, but it's looking more like early fall.
Right on.
So I've got I've done a lot of the rhythm tracks myself. So there's some vocals that still need to be completed. Just little things like that. Some bass guitar because I'm not playing bass on any of the songs. But yeah, so I've done all my parts. I'm just kind of waiting for other people to do theirs, and gonna get some work done on it in the next couple of days.
Nice. Is there a name for the record?
Songs from Near the Top of Moose Mountain is the idea.
Nice.
'Cause, yeah, that's where I live. That's the area I live. Is the highest point in Athabasca County. It's called Moose Mountain. So yeah, we're the Moose Mountain Boys, and songs from Near the Top of Moose Mountain is the
You could check them out on
title.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
Instagram.
No, I haven't gotten on Instagram with the band yet, but I should start doing that. But yeah, YouTube and Facebook for sure.
YouTube, Facebook, Moose Mountain Boys. We want to thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Yep.
You guys are fucking wicked.
Wicked. We got some announcements.
Yeah, might as well. Might as
We
well
got
plug
some
ourselves.
shit happen. Might as well plug 25 cigarettes gone wrong.
Go ahead, Fred.
Well, you go first. Actually, I'll go first. No, you go first.
Uh,
Well, first of all,
we got a record coming out.
we made it too.
We made
Ours,
it
yeah.
ourselves.
Awesome.
It's
called
called
25
Vinyl?
Cigarettes.
25
Is that
cigarettes.
on vinyl?
Possibly in the future.
The next one, the greatest hits, is going to be on vinyl. That's our plan. It's dropping August
22nd
22nd
of
with a
2022.
new music video also
That'll be next week.
next week, which is going to be the 7th, 5th, 16th.
Something like that. Next Friday, probably.
Next Friday. We'll put a number to that in the box.
There'll be some teasers coming up online soon.
So a new album, new music video,
Sweet.
CD release party, August 27th at Neighbors Pub. We're trying to get another band to come play with us. We might just fucking rock out the whole night long. And we got our fresh merch there that you can see at the front. We got some shirts, some fresh hats. So if you want to represent, do it.
Join the pack,
When are
man.
you guys doing that?
27th.
August 27th.
At Neighbors?
Yep.
Neighbors.
It'll be the 27th?
Next week,
That'd
we're-
be something to fucking come down to here to do.
Well, bring Feather Jacket there.
bring
Come
anything.
open the show.
Yeah.
Fuck, bring a banjo, bring a guitar.
It's going to be a good old time. I'm going to rock the shit out of Neighbors.
Yep.
And it'll probably be the last show before I escape back to Ontario for the winter.
Yeah.
And then we're going to transition this show online to a Zoom call kind of situation.
Yep.
And get some interviews online with hopefully some bigger artists and
See what we can do.
see what we can do.
Might just be two dudes talking, but we
Hey, what's
know
going
lots
on?
of dudes. Oh, I wanted to call pronouns or bronouns.
Pronouns.
Can I have an example of a pronoun?
Well, I was thinking of that today.
BSTL.
I mean, it's got a good name, but I need to know how to apply it.
I would say is a pronoun like BSTL?
BSTL.
Yeah. Ball stick to leg.
Bronoun. A bronoun would be like, dude. What's your bronoun, dude?
Yeah.
Homie,
Homie,
bro,
guy.
dude.
Yo, what's your
Cheech.
bronoun? Just something to think about, fellas. Make people angry. What's your bronoun?
What's your pronoun? Put it down below. And on that note, thanks for shooting the shit, and we'll see you soon.